The black ruins of Sentinel-1 drifted above Earth, a shattered crown of dead metal and lost souls. Now, a harbinger of doom. From its twisted carcass, beams of dark energy lanced toward the planet below, invisible to human eyes, but tearing holes through the atmosphere. The world's telescopes saw it, but could not comprehend it. The leaders of Earth convened in emergency bunkers. The world's armies prepared missiles and defenses, but none of it would matter. The first real sign of invasion was not fire raining from the sky. It was silence. Entire cities went dark without warning. New York, London, Beijing, Moscow, lights blinked out as if swallowed by an unseen mouth. Communications died. Satellites spun out of orbit. Planes dropped from the sky. And then they came. The harvesters. From the black veil of low-hanging clouds, creatures rained down, gliding on wings of bone and shadow. Their faces were smooth, eyeless. Their bodies twisted into shapes the human mind rejected. They landed silently at street corners, in public squares, on rooftops. People screamed, ran, fired weapons, but nothing stopped them. Bullets passed through them like mist. Fire dissolved before touching them. In a matter of hours, the great cities of the world were nothing but fields of the harvested. The survivors hid where they could, in sewers, in underground parking garages, in old subway tunnels where the machines of man still hummed faintly with dying electricity. Humanity was not defeated yet, but it was bleeding, broken, and hunted. In a bunker beneath Berlin, a last coalition of scientists and soldiers gathered. They had a plan, not to win, but to buy time. One of the last surviving commanders, General Vasily Antonov, a relic of the old world, slammed his fist into the war table. "They are not gods," he growled. "They could be hurt. We must find how." Dr. Sophia Mercer, lead xenobiologist of the European Space Agency, shook her head, her face pale. "They don't bleed. They don't die. They're not biological as we know it. They're echoes." An argument broke out among the haggard survivors. Should they launch nukes? Should they try to communicate? Should they retreat into the mountains, the oceans, the caves? It didn't matter. Above them, unseen, the Count floated, watching, smiling, waiting. The Earth was no longer just a battlefield. It was a harvest ground. And then, something new happened. Portals began tearing open across the globe. From these swirling abysses came creatures larger than anything before. Beasts the size of skyscrapers, dripping with black ichor, their mouths splitting into fractal maws filled with 1,000 teeth. Where they walked, cities vanished. Mountains crumbled, oceans boiled. The Count spoke into the minds of all surviving humans. You reached for the stars. You thought yourselves gods. Now you learn humility. Now you return to the dust. In Tokyo, resistance fighters detonated the last of their arsenals at the foot of a beast, and it barely noticed. In the Amazon jungle, ancient tribes watched as their sacred forests screamed in agony, blackened and stripped bare in seconds. In the deserts of Nevada, a last attempt at nuclear retaliation simply disappeared as the warhead blinked out of existence before impact. The Earth itself seemed to grieve. Storms raged across continents. Earthquakes shattered coastlines. The skies bled purple and green as alien energies flooded the upper atmosphere. But humanity is a stubborn virus. In the ruins of Paris, a small band of survivors discovered something strange. A shard of alien metal, lodged deep in the ruins of the Eiffel Tower. When touched, it screamed, not in sound, but in memory. It showed them visions of the Count's home. A realm beyond time, a place of endless hunger, a reality that fed upon others. And it revealed something else. The invaders were not invincible. They had a source, a heart, something that had to remain protected, hidden. If it could be destroyed, perhaps, just perhaps, Earth might have a chance. Thus began humanity's last journey. Not to survive, but to strike back. Across the burning landscape, desperate messages spread like wildfire. Find a heart. Destroy it. In the ruins of Berlin, General Antonov rallied the last soldiers. In the flooded remains of Cairo, engineers built machines of war from the scraps of the old world. In the mountains of Tibet, monks revealed ancient symbols that might disrupt the invaders' form. The heart, it was said, existed in the shadows beyond Earth, half here, half in the alien dimension from whence the Count came. A portal must be crossed, a bridge must be built, but it would require sacrifice, so much sacrifice. In the final days, humanity became what it had never been before, united. No more borders, no more races, no more kings, no more flags, only survivors. They built the gate in the ruins of what had once been New York. Using alien tech, stolen memories, and the last breath of Earth's greatest minds. A shimmering rip in reality, barely stable. A handful of soldiers volunteered. They knew it was a one-way trip. They called themselves the last sons and daughters of Earth. As the gate opened, the Count himself descended into the atmosphere, his form vast beyond imagining, eclipsing the sky from horizon to horizon. His voice was a death knell. Come to me, children of dust. The strike team plunged into the gate. Beyond was madness, a world where up and down meant nothing, where color was pain, where sound had teeth. The heart pulsed at the center of the storm, a massive black star stitched together with the bones of 1,000 conquered worlds. It was guarded. Creatures that had once been gods circled it, broken and enslaved. The last sons and daughters fought through horrors that defied sanity. Each step forward costing blood, memories, sanity. Only 3 made it to the heart. They planted the device, an antimatter bomb cobbled together from Earth's last genius and the invaders' own stolen tech. And as they activated it, knowing they would never return, they smiled. Because even in the face of extinction, humanity chose to fight. The heart screamed. The Count staggered. Across Earth, the invaders faltered, shimmered, and then began to melt, as if reality itself was rejecting them. The skies cleared. The storm stopped. And for the first time in months, the sun shone on a free, broken Earth. The price was unbearable. Billions dead, cities gone, memories lost. But life remained. Earth had survived. And far out in the ashes of the ruined alien fleet, a single tiny spark floated silently, waiting, watching. Because evil never truly dies. It only sleeps, until the next time the stars call to it once more. The end. For now.